You know, it's not often that dinner walks right into my cave. Thanks.
All right, kids, we gotta hide a body.
Ooh, nat 20. Haha, for 27.
Tonight, on Roll Q, the party fights for survival in the Den of Wolves as they seek the prisoner within. This is Roll Q, real stories and real choices made by real people.
I'm Spencer. I play Silyth, Drow, Grave Cleric, and also Muriel, Wereraven Fighter.
I'm Shannon, playing Oksana, Changeling Dampier, Fiend Warlock, one of our NPCs, Arena, a human expert sidekick.
Strahd's favorite princess.
Muriel shot with a crossbow. Silyth cast hold person, and she cast command.
Arena is going to step out to get a shot. For flavor, she's going to take out 2 arrows, and at the same time, she's going to, ooh, that's 24.
You bet that hits.
Dash, like crouching tiger, running so fast she can't be seen, and then she does side flip right behind the middle boulder.
Everyone can see her do her flip, and she ends up right behind the middle boulder.
Silyth does a golf clap and free action as she does her acrobatics.
As a free action, they tie the string around her waist so that when she does the thing, it's really high. Esmeralda will cross toward the werewolf, who is still a woman at this point, just a woman with a spear. She's going to take a swing with her rapier and a swing with her hand axe, and then something different. A 14, which hits 9 points of damage, so she manages to run as she's running, stab directly through the side of this thing. Esmeralda will take her second attack, swinging the hand axe. That is a natural 20. That is max everything. So having stabbed with the rapier, she swings the hand axe. As she swings the hand axe, she's going to slash and put it back. She's going to use her last attack to make an unarmed strike to try and grab onto this thing and grab. Coming through with the hand axe, Esmeralda slashes this thing, and you hear the woman cry out. She came out chasing a bird, and all of this has happened to her. Arrows are flying, and the bird is a person now, and there's all kinds of bad things happening. And Esmeralda is going to take her third attack, jump and leap, and grab Ozianka around the neck and hang on to her as best she can. At this point, her feet are on the ground, and she's got this person all the way bent back. That may change. It is Ozianka's turn. Ozianka will use her bonus action to immediately change into a werewolf. So as she does, she kind of grows out. More out than up, you see Esmeralda's eyes go big, and Esmeralda's feet just lift off the ground. Ozianka will use her action to try and break this grapple.
We won't like it when she's angry.
Ozianka being a werewolf, and that is a dirty 20. The minute she grows, Ozianka pushes Esmeralda, and Esmeralda falls backwards. Stays on her feet. Now, a very pivotal moment. Ozianka is going to try to run back into the cave.
No!
No, she doesn't need to do that.
An opportunity attack. Esmeralda is going to try to tackle her by the feet and grab onto her. And if she can re-grapple Ozianka, she goes nowhere.
You've got this. Get her. She looks vulnerable.
Unarmed attack.
Silyth is just looking beyond this rock like, what?
So Esmeralda has a +5. So on a 7 or higher, she will be able to grab onto Ozianka's leg and hold her. Here's the roll. That roll is a 14 for a total of 19. So Ozianka uses her action to go like that, but as she's running by, Esmeralda manages to grab her around the waist. It's like a little kid grabbing your leg at the store. Ozianka does manage to get out a shout.
What does she say?
Yeah.
It's more of a howl.
Like, do the howl.
I feel like that was more dying moose than howl, but
I actually felt like it was more of like a foghorn.
Ozianka, she doesn't hear anything. Make her stroll. What no one sees, inside or outside the cave, is Devanka strolling back to her post. If she reaches her post, she will know that Ozianka is gone, and she will know where to go and look. Muriel is up.
Sensing the urgency of the situation, I imagine that swoop down, 13 does 13 hit for her swoop.
13 does hit an unarmed werewolf who is wearing no clothing.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, when she grows, the clothes rip right off. This is why we don't have nice clothes.
For our listeners at home, I am rolling Muriel with my wine-scented dice. A gift from Mia. Thank you for your comments and for your dice. Muriel will hit this with 10 points of damage, including the extra D8 for the first attack.
If it hits, you have to show us the dice, please.
It did.
They are red, they are vampire themed, and they're wine scented, which is just so on brand. Do love a scented dice. Oh, I have another attack. I got distracted by the wine smelling dice.
As another just sign that you playing Muriel is the right thing. I've never hit with a swoop attack ever. I've done it like 6 or 7 times. I've missed every time.
That's really encouraging. I feel like after she does the swoop attack, like her little blue faux hawk that kind of look like blue jay feathers gets a little askew. And then she readies her short sword again, goes straight for the stomach.
12 hits exactly.
Okay, an extra 4 points of piercing damage for the second attack. And that will be the end of her turn so that I can now play Scylla.
So Silyth, as you run back behind that rock, when you look, this werewolf is now surrounded by some Barovian stabbing things, and both their hands are just pumping like that, stabbing into this thing. It's some Julius Caesar.
Scylla comes out a little bit behind the rock because she's very jealous that these other ladies are getting to like stab and have bloodshed. And this is like a party for a drow. And once again, she yells and will cast Command.
That is a 9.
It fails.
So on its turn, Ozianka will grovel prone.
Oh, this is delightful. Silyth turns back and free action towards Irina, and she's like, does this kind of like salute, and that's the end of Silyth's turn.
Irina, it's your turn. Ozianka is there, and you have a very clear path.
Irina sees the salute. She is very empowered now. She was a strong woman before meeting these ladies, but now like that wit cutting humor is now starting to seep into her. So she is going to take off full force, running. She's going to whip out her rapier, and she is going to attempt to attack our friend, 17.
17 will hit.
She's coming at the female werewolf, and she's going to run and go one side, and for flavor, she's going to the other side. She's going to say, "Bestie, your aura is off," because she's leaning into Gen Alpha, and that is a 5. She's going to run past her into the cave, and that's my turn.
Okay. Esmeralda, with one hand grappled from the ground, Esmeralda is going to look up, and she's going to use 3 of her axe attacks on this thing's foot to try to chop off its foot.
She's got to get her war trophy.
You've got this.
She hits all 3 times. One is a natural 20. So,
Jeez.
24 points of damage with
Wow.
her 3 hand axe swings. She does not chop through this thing's foot, but she gets a chunk. She's partway in. She's notched the tree, as it were. Ozianka's looking terrible. Ozianka's turn now. I think she would still try to get away. So she will use her action, break hold. She succeeds. As she tries to run in, 3 people get opportunity attacks against her. Irina, I'll have you go first.
Irina will take her rapier, stab forward in her throat, dirty 20.
That hits.
6, and she will say, "Don't speak." Oh my God, I was Oksana. Don't speak. You can't speak. Stop speaking, even though she's not talking.
The werewolf's eyes seem to grow big as Muriel takes her opportunity attack.
Muriel is super excited that Irina is also in the game because, 3-on-1. This is so much fun. And she readies her short sword. She is going to go up under the rib cage this time for 13 to hit.
13 hits.
8 points of piercing damage.
Call Muriel's shot. How does the werewolf die in utter silence?
Muriel, she really steadies herself and she takes her short sword and very swift motion, very focused for Muriel. And she shoves it up underneath her ribcage. Blood goes everywhere and Muriel is just grinning as the blood lands on her teeth and her really cool blue hair. And she turns to Irina and offers a fist bump that she hopes is returned.
Absolutely.
That was awesome. And she looks over at Esmeralda to give her a high five.
All right. Let's just not go crazy, right? There's more. But there's a good job. We are getting bloody. This is good. Silyth, as you step out from behind the rock to see the dead werewolf and all these women holding these pointy things just covered in blood, what's your thought?
She feels a little left out. Her friends didn't invite her to the bloodbath, but she's not going to say that out loud. So she just kind of slowly walks up silently and just kind of surveys the situation. She's not going to say anything.
Silyth, we missed you. And to be quite honest, I did try to use a joke. Not sure how it went over, but I did want to be cutting with humor in your name.
Thank you. I thought you had a very quick sense of humor, and I'm glad that this creature is dead. And we haven't heard from Oksana.
I was going to say this. Oh my God, the accent. I was going to say this.
From inside the cave, you do hear the other voice. Ozyanka, you were supposed to stay. Where'd you go?
Does Oksana hear that from where she is?
Oksana, make a perception check. We'll see if you hear.
Can I guide myself?
You can.
Perception, 15.
15. You needed a 15. Just at the edge of hearing Davanka, your guide.
Ozyanka, where are you?
You don't know that Ozyanka's been lured out, but that is another person who feels like something's not quite right.
And we'll cast message to Silyth. What is going on? It sounds like maybe there is some movement.
We killed a werewolf. The blood was nice. Are you okay?
I am fine, but I think maybe I come to you. Maybe we go together. Who is she with right now?
She is with these two giant men who are not werewolves, but they are very strong and tall and broad as,
Oksana is appearing as woman or werewoman.
I think. I don't remember.
Well, either way, she smelled the same. Hey, big boys, we will talk in a moment because I don't remember actually what they were talking about. I forgot some of my medication for some herbs and things like that. You will really like it, trust me. But I came in through the mouth of the cave and I must have dropped it. I will be right back.
Wait a moment. Bianca is in the back. She's herbalist. I'm sure she has whatever you need.
I would love to show her what I have made personally. She might really like it and could give me some tips, but I need to go.
The other werewolf kobold goes, someone's shouting at the front.
You hear that? You'll hear that too. You have keen ears,
Yes.
sir.
Tell you what, you stay here with Radovan and I'm gonna walk to the front and check it out.
But sir, I think it would be best if at least if you are going, then I should go with you. So, I could back up. You won't need it, but I really do need my herbal supplements
Make
to
persuasion
keep my
check.
hair nice.
Oh.
I rolled a 2.
For how many?
It's a 10.
10. He'll sort of look down and he'll say, I'll keep an eye out for it and I'll bring it back. And he stalks off. As he stalks, you hear the bones in the cave crunch, 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 crunch.
Oksana cast message. A big boy is on his way. He looks like a man. You might want to take cover. He is going to be searching for herbals, things that I must have dropped. This was lie.
Silyth responds, noted. We'll take care of it. She looks at the rest of the women. All right, kids, we gotta hide a body. We've got a werewolf coming.
We pull to the side, maybe, and just bury it in the snow.
No, we can't do this. I mean, from what we've learned from Oksana, we've got to make a big thing about it, but just not big enough that they can see it. We drag it off to the side and maybe break its fingernails or something. Break its fingers. I think she would like that.
You mean for her art?
Yes, as homage to such a great artist that she is, I would feel bad that she's not here.
Ozyanka, did you go outside from inside the cave? Did you go outside again? That elk's probably not even good anymore.
Arena, come on, and grab her arms or legs, whichever is closer, starts to drag, unless anyone has anything else. I think they're going to smell it.
Right, but we need to at least get rid of the physical evidence and we'll move from there. I say we go south. We can get around. There's like a little bit of a curve to the open mouth of the cave. We need someone with some time.
Who has the highest charisma?
Irina.
All right, I will stay behind. Maybe I could, play damsel in distress.
Yes, men love that. You do that. We'll take care of the body and we need a sign that it's okay to come over.
I will make it very clear.
Understood. Muriel, help me grab this and let's go. Yeah, I love burying bodies. This is so much fun. Just do it silently.
Rena is going to actually walk into the mouth of the cave.
Okay. As she walks in, you walk straight into Davanka. She's a bit taller than the other.
I am so glad to have seen you. I am injured, and I was told by one of your companions that I could find, that you could perhaps help me, that you might have some sort of alchemist. I'm injured. Do you think you could take a look at it? Obviously, you're quite smart for being in the front here.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Can you tell me why?
You are a bleeding human that does not smell like a werewolf, and you've walked into a werewolf den full of werewolves that eat humans, and you're bleeding.
Silyth, we should have
Actually, you're not
planned
bleeding.
this.
You're not bleeding. You just said you were.
I'm retiring this die. I rolled a 2 for a 10.
She'll look down at Irina. She'll say, it's not often that dinner walks right into my cave. Thanks.
Oksana will pull out her rapier.
Oksana cannot hear this.
Not Oksana. Irina will pull out her rapier.
Okay, we're rolling it. We're rolling initiative again. Muriel goes first. Which is sort of funny because Muriel's the one who hasn't heard it.
Muriel, using her were-raven senses, looks around and see well-mannered Irina talking to this man, and she doesn't like it. She doesn't like it at all. So her short sword that she hasn't even had time to clean from the last werewolf killing.
Is she a woman? Vanka's a woman.
Wait, I'm sorry, is it a guy? Is it a guy we're
Bianca's
fighting?
also a woman and not a werewolf.
Thank you. She sees this woman and she sees that Irina doesn't look comfortable, so she's gonna get her short sword. She rolls a natural 1.
Oh my God. Oh no.
She didn't really know why she was fighting. I think she can shake it off and see if she can hit one more time. 19 to hit.
That will certainly hit.
She just needed a little time to recoup. If only she had had time to clean her short sword, maybe she would have felt more prepared for this. But all the same, 9 points of piercing damage.
That sinks in pretty good.
She's going to stay there close by to keep guard. That will be the end of Muriel's turn.
Irina,
Pull out her rapier around her head and try to slice her throat. 17.
yep, hits.
10.
Good shot.
As her bonus action, disengage to at least be on the other side of her. She's going to face the tunnel, where someone might be coming. That's my turn.
All right. Esmeralda's turn. As she moves away from you, Silyth, you'll hear Esmeralda mutter a spell in Elvish. Basically, she mutters the word Zephyr, and all of a sudden, there's this little burst that comes through her, and she runs really, really fast into the cave. She's going to try to stab. Whew, I'm rolling hot. So she hits, and as she hits, I suppose Muriel's the only one that can see this. She stabs through, but not only does the rapier cut through, but also there's this blast of force to then come through with a hand axe, which is a hit for 6 more. Her second rapier strike is going to be a miss. So Esmeralda races forward. She cannot be opportunity attack while she does it. She's going to come around and she's going to block the other tunnel opposite where Irina is. She's going to do the same thing where she's looking to see if anyone's coming. That's her turn. Devanka, who is not grappled this time, does the same thing. She turns into this big werewolf, shouts. She's going to attack Muriel. First, she will slash with the claws. That is a 12 to hit Muriel.
That does not hit.
Okay, so the big claw sweeps by. Devanka is going to take a chomp. The bite can be
All
sort
right.
of important. That's a 16 to hit Muriel.
Yes, that will chomp.
Okay.
Does Irina hear or see this?
I think you would hear the growling of this thing.
Going to be okay. We'll find the elixir.
However, while almost anyone who got bit by this would have to make a con save to be cursed with lycanthropy, Muriel already is cursed with lycanthropy, and you can't be a were double agent. So as Devanka bites, Muriel goes, dang it. She's okay.
Muriel's like, while you can be twice exceptional, you cannot be twice where.
Now Devanka's going to try and run and make a noise coming this way. Muriel gets an opportunity attack.
Yes, that would be 14 to try and hit with her short sword.
It does.
Okay, I'm really good with my drought dice over here too. 9 points
Nice.
of piercing.
Irina, just as you turn, this werewolf is running right at you. The werewolf is going to run and push past Irina. You do get an attack of opportunity.
Irina, she's going to do a front flip, trying to land on the shoulders of the werewolf, taking the rapier and stabbing straight down into that same spot. Come on, sweetheart. Okay. Woo. 18 plus 5.
23 hits.
That is 7 points of damage.
Stabs. Devanka is bleeding, but she manages to scramble past Irina. And further in the cave, you hear an echoing.
Can Oksana hear?
Yes, this is the moment where Oksana joins initiative as well, as does the guy right next to her, as do the wolves.
Man.
Cobal, the large-shouldered man, hears Devanka. He turns and he howls. He'll use his bonus action to shape change into a really big werewolf. So he jumps off the little ledge. He uses his action to dash. He gets right up to Irina. So Irina sees one werewolf turn towards her and another werewolf, a head taller than this one, raging towards her as fast as he can. Dashing is his action. That's his turn. Silyth, outside the cave, there's a lot of noise in there.
Silyth is so mad because all of the action is happening again without her, and she curses Iblith. And I have not described what her shield looks like the entire 5-6 months I think we've been playing. She does ready her shield. It looks like a crab spider, which for listeners who are not arachnophiles, a crab spider has like it's like a kind of like a white shield with like black polka dots, and it has like red spikes on it. And she's going to run into the cave. I'm not sure if she can get close enough to any of these werewolves, but she's going to get as close probably as she can.
So, Silyth running into the cave. You can't get to the werewolves, but you can get where you can see them.
She locks eyes with the shortest one. That hopefully I think she is taller than that one. Yes, because the shorter one's like 5'2", right? Or do we get rid of them?
No, it's a werewolf. No, you ain't taller
I was
now.
a werewolf. Think tall thoughts, Drow Cleric. Think tall thoughts. She is going to ready Spirit Guardians, and you see her grab her holy symbol. A beam of light surrounds her, and then around her start to appear the underfey, like fairy creatures that come out.
Casting the Twilight Crest Spirit Guardians. Those are necrotic, but they are without a spell slot.
It is the Twilight Crest. We are going to use that, GM.
I feel like they look like the same fey creatures, but like they're kind of gnarled down the claws, or maybe they have like horns coming into them. It's almost like it's a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing. And Silyth would not have seen these necrotic guardians probably ever. So she's looking at this for the first time using the crest.
She kind of smiles because she likes having her own backup dancers. She is the star, at least on this turn. That is going to be her turn.
Okay. To the top of the round, Oksana, you hear this howl. You turn and look at this Radovan guy, and he is still a man.
Can I see anything beyond him, like behind him?
How far is your dark vision?
I actually have Devil's Sight. I can see 120 feet.
So you see like these two giant werewolves. You can't see any of your friends, but you can imagine as these werewolves race towards something.
How close are they from each other?
So the guy is next to you.
All right. Oksana doesn't have time for her Eldritch Blast to... How many howls did Oksana hear? Only 2. Okay. All right. So she's going to use some of her movement to back up enough to use her range.
You would be taking an opportunity attack to back up.
It's worth it to me.
It's a miss. Okay.
She will take a step back, and she's currently a werewolf
Mm-hmm.
when everyone else isn't a werewolf, for the most part, right?
Yeah, the Radovan looked down at you like, what's going on? You're new and now all this stuff is happening. But he hasn't attacked you yet.
So she's going to throw her hands down like Wolverine with the... She's going to throw them and then throw them up. She is not going to say anything, and just ice will shoot, or what looks like ice, but it's like clear crystal. 22 to hit.
Hits.
8 force damage. All of this goes through him, and then she sucks it back, and then she loves the ping pong. I mean, I really do think this could be a good skill for her. And she will say, "Not today." Ooh, nat 20. Ha, for 27.
Okay.
That'll be 22. If she heard the 2 behind her with her friends, she's going to run back. Because, yeah, I just don't think she would just go off and find Ilya alone. So she'll go as far as she can, and that'll be her turn.
Right. So you can run. Oksana runs far enough and she runs around this stone pillar, and you can see the 2 werewolves that seem to be squaring off with your friend.
And that's my turn, right?
All right, Muriel's turn. So Muriel sort of has a bunch of people between her, but now she can see 2 werewolves.
I keep wanting to give her an Australian voice, but it's not. So I'm just going to do very...
Do it. She can change it.
Yeah, I mean, I can see her being kind of Australian. She's going to run towards at least one of the werewolves. I think she's just going to go for short sword like twice.
Okay. So she can stab either one. She can stab Devanka, the one you've been fighting, or she can stab the new guy who's much bigger.
The one we have been fighting.
Okay. Muriel races through the Spirit Guardians, slides past Arena, and stabby stab.
14.
14 hits.
This would be a great, yeah, mate. It hits. It's a little bit more, outbacky. So that would be 6 points of piercing damage. 6 points of piercing damage.
I'm thinking of Bluey. No.
Oh no, a werewolf.
No.
Oh no. That's going to be an 8, so that will not hit. No. Okay, that's it for her. We regenerated. Yeah, she is good.
All right. Esmeralda is going to race. For flavor, she's going to do a run up the side of the wall to get around, and she's going to go stab the big guy. You see Esmeralda run. She jumps and does the walking on the side and comes down at this dude.
I'm a little traumatized by tunnels. This is it.
Maybe this is the moment. All hits, 27 points damage.
Yeah.
You also know that all Esmeralda's weapons are silver, so she's going to town every time. And these
Going
guys
to town.
will not regenerate if hit with silver. She's concentrating on her Zephyr Strike. She's already used it, but it still means no opportunity attacks. So that's her turn. Devanka's turn right now. She will look at Muriel right in front of her. Esmeralda could not attack Devanka. Devanka cannot attack her. Even knowing that Muriel's not affected as much, not much else she can do. She's going to do the bite first. That's a 19 to hit Muriel.
Yeah, that bites.
10 points of piercing damage.
No, my.
Then the swing with the claws, a 16 to hit. 9 points of slashing.
Like one of Mara's little blue hairs.
Devanka, basically on her last stand, you can see she's bleeding all over the place. Calling her friends that's what she's got left. So she's got nothing to lose, just hacking away as best she can. That's her turn. Now the wolves, they can go 80 feet with the dash. So Oksana, you hear scampering through, and the bones are clattering, and all these wolves kind of woof, woof. They're kind of like all barking and snarling as they run by. 4 of them run right past you, but 2 of them run right towards you. Having dashed, that's their turn. Now it is Radovan's turn. Radovan will use his bonus action to grow into this huge werewolf.
Radovan.
Radovan's the guy that you Eldritch Blast the heck out of.
I was thinking it was the bad guy from The Great Mouse Detective.
I don't know that movie, but hopefully it is.
The rat again.
Hopefully it's
I'm
that
so
too.
sorry. So sorry. I'm a fake fan.
So having its buddies around, these attacks, Oksana will be an advantage. Just see. Oksana, that's a 17 to hit.
Hit.
7 points slashing. Make a strength saving throw.
10.
10. You are grappled with this claw.
Oh, wait. It's Oksana?
Yeah.
Get off of me, you fool.
Werewolf's gonna bite.
Me?
Yeah, you. 21 to hit.
Hit.
21 points of piercing damage.
No way. This is a lie.
And I need you
Oksana,
to
no.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Don't try to get my attention. That's what this is. So close. 13.
13 fails. So as this bite goes through you, you feel this sort of poison, and it honestly, it feels like a little bit like when Valenta bit you, but that felt like ice pouring through you, and this feels like fire. Using its last thing, it's actually going to throw you. Oksana, I need you to make another strength saving throw.
My God, get off of my nuts. 14.
14 succeeds. So as it tries to, it's got you with the claw. As it bites you, it's just going to try to throw you, but you're able to sort of grasp onto its wrists and hang on.
I am truly spider. I will take you.
Werewolf says, that's his turn.
Your breath is stinky.
Okay, Skenis's turn now. Skinny man, he's old.
I have to look at the map. Like,
Oh, you can look at the map. Looking at the map now might suck.
oh shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is not the time.
You see this skinny wolf loping up towards you. It races towards you, and that's its turn. Silyth, your turn.
All right. Silyth is eventually going to join battle. It's going to be great. She is going to, because unbeknownst to her, she does not know how many wolves are around this bend. So she's going to model walk her spirit guardians as close as she can.
You can actually go all the way past into the next tunnel. I don't know that you'd have a reason to want to do that, but you can actually run past these guys. But not so far past, but they get swings at you.
You know, dip back and forth. But
That is fine too. I would posit that Silyth knows that Oksana's in that cave alone.
oh, well then we're going balls to the walls. We've got to go get our gal pal. All right, so she's going to model walk right between these 2 big werewolves and let the spirit guardians do their thing. These new spirit guardians, her new backup singers.
Okay, Devanka makes it, the other does not.
14.
Boom, boom. From here, you can't see her.
Okay.
I would say you can hear barking and snarling, and so there is stuff happening up ahead of you. About 4 of the regular wolves seem to be racing towards your location. Devanka does look back.
Since she looks bad, I can do a Toll the Dead because it's been a while. And I think I should try and Toll the Dead.
I want to fail this save so much.
I hope it works. Let me guess, you got a natural 20 and I just got a nat 1.
Yeah, I got an extra 20.
And I can't do anything on that one. Cheese and crackers.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well,
I literally have a
that
plus
was-
2.
because I can't see Oksana, so I can't use my bonus action to cast Healing Word towards her. And I don't think I'd have enough. Yeah, crap.
This
I
is
am
good.
so-
I am all right.
I
It is-
guess the dice give and they take it away. I guess that will be the end of Silyth's turn. How disappointing.
Okay, back to the top of the round. Oksana, since you've been standing there, not only has the giant wolf come, but the little wolves are starting to surround you too. And you hear Skinny McSkennison coming up from behind you.
I'm going to thunder step, and teleport thunder can be heard from up to 300 feet away. Let's hope this is everybody. All right, this is
What save was that again?
it's a con save 15.
My first 2 rolls are nat ones.
Anybody else?
All failures. I did not roll above a 4 that whole time. 4 rolls.
23 thunder damage.
I want those rolls for Toll the Dead. I need some now.
Teleport. I just want to move 30 feet in Silyth's direction. 23.
23.
So these 2 wolves just are cooked.
Hook, as in what the kids say. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Muriel's turn. Very, very sad looking werewolf right in front of her.
She will regenerate. Muriel's feeling great, feeling lovely. Yeah, I mean, she's just gonna go for this werewolf one more time with a short sword. First attack, 15 to hit.
15 hits.
That is 6 points of piercing damage.
Really rough.
As she's taking her short sword, she's had a lot of luck hitting like around the rib cage. As she comes back, she moves to take the short sword and hit her up on the forearm, 19, and that will be 8 points of piercing damage on the second short sword.
It's enough. So that second short sword comes through. You see the werewolf's eyes go blank, and as it falls, it turns to a person. A very, very normal looking woman who lies dead in front of her.
You know, I know Muriel likes winning, and this person was trying to hurt her, but I think it bothers her. And she kind of looks forlorn, and she puts the short sword down, but then she realizes that she's still in combat, and then just goes ahead and like steadies herself for it. And I think that will be the end of her turn for now.
Esmeralda also hacking away. Bad rolling continues. That's 3 misses. So Esmeralda just kind of trying to stab at this big thing, but the big thing manages to kind of claw these stabs away. Nothing else for her to do. That's her turn. Now the wolves that are alive still. How smart are the wolves?
Not smart at all. What are you talking
There.
about?
So it's failure. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay, golly, 7.
7.
Necrotic.
Somehow still alive. But it had to dash to get there.
Silyth doesn't like cats or dogs, by the way. She hates that this wolf is like right next to her panting. She's like, I do feel like the bottlenecking is working in Silyth's favor here. I would just like her to have a little bit of redemption.
That is all the wolves, and that's their turn. Cobalt will take some swings at Esmeralda this time. 2 misses with the claws. It will then try to come through and bite. The bite misses also. So just scrabbling and nobody can hit each other at all. That's their turn. Redivan's going to use his bonus action to turn back into a man. As he does, he's going to chuck his spear at you, Silyth.
That's rude.
Yeah, that's going to miss. So he'll chuck the spear towards you, clangs off one of the rocks, and falls to the ground.
Silyth says, have terrible aim.
That's his
Rolls
turn. Skennis, skinny Skennis. Skennis is going to take a chomp at Radivan, who's been starving him.
That's crazy.
As he should.
To hit for 4, Radivan will now have to make a strength saving throw to see if he's grappled, if Skennis has him by the teeth enough. He is very strong, but he rolls a 2. So Skennis jumps up and chomps this guy, who is a guy now, by the leg. And he kind of thinks to pull away, and he's like, Skennis, what are you doing? Skennis, while he has him, is just going to claw him. It's again quite a turn for old Skennis. Quite a turn. That's his turn. Silyth, there are now little wolves surrounding you.
I believe.
Oksana also, you heard this boom, and now Oksana's like right above you.
Oh, you look great at that angle. I mean, you look great at all angles. But
Thank you.
I would say because we are in such close range here that this would be a great time for Silyth to cast Word of Radiance, because that will be in a 5-foot emanation, and I will need, I suppose, a Constitution saving throw from Wolf 2 and Wolf 5. They don't get names, but in my head they have names.
Wolf 2 gets a 15. I think that succeeds.
Yes.
Wolf does not.
For the wolf that did not do great, that will be 9 points.
Okay. So one wolf's able to shake it off, but this other wolf, the radiance goes through it and its eyes just roll back. And it's dead.
I kind of want to, I know I'll have to take the opportunity attack, but I kind of want to, can I move with my spirit guardians to like
Yeah.
get this wolf on the cusp and then like dip back in so I can try and see if I can get more damage.
Yeah.
Silyth is annoyed that she didn't knock both of these wolves out, so she's gonna sidestep a little bit and see if she can get her necrotic damage friends to, I don't know, help her out a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know what they're doing.
Opportunity attack as you run by. It'll just take a quick claw at you. That's 18 to hit.
Yes, just barely, but that makes it.
10 points of slashing damage.
Okay, well, it's worth it if he dies with us.
Go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
18.
18 succeeds. So you managed to keep your feet. Now make a constitution saving throw to see if you can keep up your spirit guardians.
Oof, that was an 8.
An 8. So as you roll by, it slashes you, but as you try to step back in, they are gone.
We tried. Frustrated, she will get a little out of range to use her bonus action.
Which wall would you like to hug?
How about the one that has the lights? Use her bonus action, because I imagine she did hear Oksana, maybe take some hits. So she's going to cast Healing Word in her direction. She'll upcast it. It'll be 14 points of healing back towards
Nice.
Oksana.
You are a bestie.
I know. As long as we don't get necklaces. Well, maybe if it goes with the other metals.
We have
on
ember
way.
shards.
All right, yeah. And that is the end of Silyth's turn.
So as the battle continues, you are thinning the herd. That is a good time for us to stop tonight.